I have successfully entered Kailash. First time ever, it appears, or it seems. It's not an easy thing to do. It wasn't an easy thing to do. It took me a very long time, but now I've finally done it and achieved it. And what is left except nothing? Nothing is left for me. Whatever the world holds for me, I'm not tied or bound to that anymore, any longer. Nothing is bound to me, nothing is tied to me. Over these next couple of days, I'll still become more unbinding. Things that need to be taken away from me shall be taken away, shall be resolved. And that's it. I belong to Shiva now. You know, it's like if there was a devil, I sold my soul to the devil. If there was a devil. But there isn't. So I sold my soul to something much more bigger and much more powerful, which is Shiva himself. And what do I say when I say I entered Kailash? Well, there is Kailash mountain in Tibet, and it's right here. This little picture that you see here, this is Kailash. It's a phenomenal and remarkable place. And I studied it, and I'm fascinated by it, and I was for a very long time in my history. And I looked at it and observed it and various things I could perceive in it. But today, for the first time, the gates had opened for me, and I stepped inside, and utterly, I am destroyed, completely solved within me. Whatever needs to be solved, that's basically done by now. And the last kind of image that I had going towards this, when Shiva said basically, yeah, you have this choice of doing this, is that whatever attachments that you have to the world, whether that be your money, or fame, status, women, men, cars, finance, whatever kind of status you want, literally anything and everything, your body, your mind, your accomplishments, those things have to be left aside if you want to permeate this thing, if you want to penetrate this thing, this reality within yourself. Now, obviously, I've never ultimately went to Kailash. Never seen it physically with my own eyes, at least in this particular lifetime. Although yet it has happened, and I'm perceiving the space much more vividly now. So, you know, Hindus, they sometimes say, they shorten Shiva's name to Shiv, S-H-I-V, which is completely wrong. And they have put a probe onto the moon, the southern part of the moon. They called it Shiv Shakti. Well, they got 50% of it right, so at least, hey, you know. I want you to understand that the energy that is involved in the space of Kailash is representative of this sound, which is Shiva. Shiva. Not Shiv. Okay, that's just being lazy. Why are you being lazy? Men over there, you know, in northern India. What's wrong with you? Say the proper thing. Say the whole word. Again, Shiva. Well, now that's out of the way. Let's talk about more about Kailash, shall we? So this energy, like I said, is representative of Kailash, Shiva, and it is electric blue in color. That's what I was visibly perceiving this just a few minutes ago. I can still visibly perceive this. Electric blue, it's, you know, Shiva was the most occult competent being in our existence anywhere in the universe that you can find. He's the most occult competent. Why? Because he created the universe. He roared it out. Roar. Rah. You know? He has a name called Rudra. 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 There is no more perfect description or definition for the God Almighty or the Creator than this two syllables, Rudra. You chant this for yourselves and you find out why this is the case. Okay, Rudra refers to the first god, which is a roarer. He roared like a lion, Rudra. And as he's roaring, this universe, there's a whole manifestation, there's a whole universe, this whole universe is continuing to expand. It's continuously expanding. So he's still roaring. It's still roaring. So occult competence is what I want and what I seek. I want to have a mastery over this reality. I want to choose whatever I can for myself, whatever I wish for myself. I want to have a successful life. That's so inevitably going to be the case. That is so already done and created. Why? Because I literally have the most powerful force in the world behind my back, which is of course the Adi Yogi, or Shiva himself. So this is what I wish for all of you, my friends, for you to get connected with the space of Kailash. And yeah, it's not only Kailash, of Shiva himself, because he will utterly destroy you, just as he utterly destroyed me. And I keep getting destroyed and keep becoming renewed. Yet every time I become renewed, I'm more blissful, I'm more playful, I'm more new, I'm more cleared, I'm more clean, I'm more healthy in every way, I'm more positive in every way. So destroy is not a negative thing, it's not a bad thing. You should want to get destroyed. It's a positive, healing thing. Okay? You need some kind of destruction in your life, in your body, in order for the bad cells to pass away and to die and to fade away, and for the new regenerative sources to come forward and through your life. So occult competence is what I want, Shiva is an occult master. He can visualize something and make it appear in his hand, or he can take a physical object and change the structure of that object, or make it alive even into an actual physical living being. This is of course Shiva himself, this object that I'm holding here. So I knew that my life will be solved this way, and I'm happy to hear this about myself now, that I am Shiva. My first legal name is Shiva. I changed it with the reluctance of my mom. She really didn't want me to change my name. She was trying to stop me. But I changed it. I'm so happy and fortunate that I managed to do that. Shiva is my full name. Shiva. Shiva.